Yes. Welcome back to another episode of Afrobeats Trending with Vibe Master JD and MIA. The month of May is the edition that we are on today. It's been 5 months so far, and we are already even moving to the 6 month and a half of the year. A lot has been happening in the Afrobeat space as usual. So much activities, so much stories, so much drama. And of course, we are here to enlighten you, inform you on the most interesting and the most trendy topics that has happened in May in the African music space. Emma, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing awesome. You know what? I'm not even going to lie. Every month when we come around to give a recap of what has happened that month, I always feel very wow. Another 30 days gone by. Like you mean
Right,
we're
real
five
fast.
months. This show actually gives me a countdown of how many months we are into the year. I'm like, damn.
Right, right.
Back
2025 is very fast. As in 24 hours is not more enough at this
ah,
point.
2025. The video album 5 May
Okay.
5.
As you're feeling it a bit, and that album has actually been getting better by the day, which is actually a typical Davido thing. Initially, you hear
Yeah.
people say this and that, but every day as you listen to different songs, be like, oh, this from the album. Yeah, so big ups to Davido on his album, and I heard he's going on tour with Cobams, which is very
Yeah.
impressive.
Kobams is gonna be the music director for the tour, and I think that's really awesome. But
Yeah.
a little bit had me thinking that okay, all right, Davido having the music director for the tour, I'm really looking forward to what to expect now. Like I want to see what they're cooking.
It's going to be extremely impressive because Cobams is an exceptional talent, a super producer. So, and big shout out to Davido and his team for dragging one of the OGs out to work with, which is what we've been clamoring for a while now, to have experienced experts in the music industry to
Yeah,
come into the show and help a new generation of artists to achieve their dreams.
yeah.
Um,
Talking
we
about
had
experienced experts, as you put it, experienced
right,
experts.
right,
Well, we had the AMVCA happen this
right.
month, and prior to that, we had the
If TV
what should I
Awards.
call it? The Hip TV. No, they don't call it Hip TV Awards. They call it the Headies.
Eddie's
Yeah,
okay.
we had the Headies, and experience and expert, like maybe two different things at this point, because both of them have experience. For them.
Right. But the one that is doing it in a way where everybody wants to see it is maybe AMVCA, right? AMVCA, that name long self.
Yeah. You know what is even very interesting? The AMPCA happened right after the Met Gala. And a lot of people keep talking about the outfits of the Met Gala. And
Right,
immediately the AMPCA happened, almost everywhere on my TL, I saw different fashion influencers talking about the AMPCA and the fashion, the outfits. Now, this is not even about the award show itself, but like the
right.
outfit that people wore to the award show, and everybody was going, "Ooh, wow, great, nice!" And I think it's very nice that we got that recognition.
Right. A lot of fashionistas, a lot. You know, how Nigerians now we always overdo it. We must always do the extreme end of everything, which is actually a good thing. Sometimes it's doing too much. It's bad, but it's a good thing. We always rep. The world is always seeing us as these guys. They always come out in full force to do what they need to do. So,
It was the whole of Africa, man. I mean, it's
right.
African movies viewers' choice.
Right, and everything that comes through Nigeria is literally represented for Africa on its own. So we are not saying it too much by saying Nigeria. We had the Ghana Awards as well, and this time around, my own winner actually won. I felt it should have
Okay.
won before, but again, everything is based off of not just politics now, but based off of who has been there, who's the talk of town at the point, and that point it was I think was Stone Boy because he was on World Tour, he was doing a lot of big stuff. He just got signed
Yeah.
to Def Jam, so he won it. I felt he should have won it at the last Ghana Awards.
Okay.
King Promise should have won it at the last
Okay,
Ghana
King
Awards,
Promise.
but yeah, but understandable it was Stonebwoy because Stonebwoy was on a run that time, So big ups to Stonebwoy still, but big shout out to King Promise. He won Artist of the Year this time around, well deserved. He's one of my my most played Ghanaian artist on my show. And I'm very, very impressed with him with his music. I wish he was Nigerian sometimes because maybe you'll have gotten better PR.
Why is it that a lot of people say this about Ghanaian artists that they wish, like when you have a Ghanaian artist that is popping in Ghana, they go,
Right,
oh, I wish it was Nigerian because you'd have gotten better PR. They always say this a lot. I just saw one from Molly. Molly has broken into the Hot 100, the Billboard
right,
Hot
twice.
100. Like yeah, she did it first with Amare when Amare was popping,
Right,
and a lot of people too were doing that same thing. Like, oh, I wish Amare was Nigerian, and
right,
now she has popped with Shake It to the Max. She's even reached a new peak. I think her peak right now is 65.
right.
But a lot of people were saying the same thing, that oh my god, if this babe was Nigerian, she would have gone further than this already. And it's like leave her to be Ghanaian. Okay, Tyler that is South African. Why? Like let Ghanaian artists be Ghanaian artists. Why do they have to be Nigerians to blow up? Like why do people always
Well,
feel like they have to be Nigerians to blow up? Said the same thing about Black Sheriff. Said the same thing about now you're saying it about King Promise.
yeah, because it's true. It's facts because it's always one out of the old bunch that always gets that recognition outside of Africa very well. From aside if it's Nigeria, right? So we all know that Nigeria has that X factor when it comes to pushing. So it's always different. And if you see Tyler, if you see Molly's team, they are mostly international guys. Tyler's team is a big American black group. I think husband and wife that run like a label on their own, and she has massive
Yeah.
push. So it's not.
Gotta
It could
brand
be
out like
it could be
one of
South
them.
Africans. Yeah, it could be South Africans in America, but it's not from from their home end. That internet trolls and artists toxic fan bases.
Oh my god.
There's been so much talk going on. It was I think Wizkid's cancelled shows and people started saying this and that and that. People still fail to realize that there's recession in the world we live in right now, and because Burna Boy is selling out, arenas doesn't mean even American artists are able to sell out those same arenas. So it's not
Yeah.
like a whiskey thing that it's only whiskey that is going through the whole situation of not being able to sell
Wait,
out
the,
shows.
were the shows actually cancelled because of not being able to sell out?
I mean, for the most part, when the show is cancelled like that, it's because there's low ticket sales, so they don't
Well,
want to. They don't want
ah,
to bank on, yeah. They don't want to bank on trying to see. They already know, like there's the high chance that the show is definitely not going to meet expectations, so they will cancel it ahead of time. So it's not an embarrassment. It's not new. It's been happening for
yeah,
decades
but
as
like the
well.
fact that Whiskey cancelled all his shows is what is absolutely crazy, because like
Wait, all the shows? I thought it was
all
some.
the not in the ones that the Mariah tour, they were supposed to start in April, in June, all
Right.
of them, phew. and
Wow.
and him giving no explanation for it is even crazier. But most times it's when
Well,
it's low ticket sales
sales. Yeah, 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 yeah.
that they don't
It's
give
there's recession
explanation.
around the world.
But you could have just lied, just give internet one
Ah.
lie.
Lie is still going people are still going to come up with what they want to come up with. So it's as good as just letting them fly whatever they want to fly with than
Some
trying
of the
to explain to
conversations
them.
said that it was because like most of the hotels and places were booked. Like there was gonna be a football game around those times. So most of the football
Uh,
fans had already booked like most of the hotels, B&Bs, and that was the
that,
reason
that
why,
that's
there were no space
Bobo.
for his traveling fans, and he cares about that.
Bobo, let them try again tomorrow. They can keep that Bobo for themselves. But it's not unusual though. So the thing there is, it's not. See, for Burna Boy, I think the challenge is people are trying to compare every artist with Burna Boy,
Yeah.
right? But it's not the same. Even American artists are having the same challenge. Some of them are unable to sell out even smaller venues. Talk more of stadium venues. So big ups to our superstars doing it big, regardless, man. Because how many? They are 1% of the 1% that are actually doing it. So it's not easy to
Yeah.
be who Wizkid is. It's not easy to be who Burna is. It's not easy to be who Davido is. It's not easy to be who Diamond Platinum is. So I think what people should concentrate more on right now, especially for up and coming artists, is local tour. Try and build your fan base locally too. So you
Yeah.
can, you know, make money from there. Because I know Diamond Platinum doesn't really do world tour. He doesn't do big international tours like Davido and Wizkid, and he's
But
still
he's actually
making
doing
shit.
one in the UK in June.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but how many compared to Davido, Wizkid, and Burna?
No, it's just like I'm just gonna say, just like Kiss Daniel too. Maybe they are not like touring artists is like different from.
Right.
They're just a lot
Some.
of distance to these artists, recording artists, performing artists, touring artists.
Right.
Like they are
Right.
just
Right.
really different.
Too
There are some that
different.
don't really
Right.
like to tour. Kiss Daniel has mentioned that he's gonna tour, but I don't know. But he called it like we're bringing a party to you. So I don't know whether
Right.
he's saying that he's going to tour or he's just
Because
bringing a
gonna do
party.
it a
But
different way.
Kizano has just been that kind of person who just wants to sing and that's about it.
Right. Everybody wants to tour, though. So the expectation is, as an artist, you want to go on tour and meet and create new crowd. But also,
Yeah,
I think they should use the formula that exists right now, especially locally, that
yeah.
Odumodo has tried. Lona is on it as well right now. Is
In
tour
Nigeria.
locally. Yeah, try and build your fan base locally, especially for aside the elite artists now, right? I'm talking about the other set of artists, B list, C list, and all the upcomers.
Yeah.
Try and build a base from the locals, right? Before you now say you want to push international. Sarahim, flip
Well, before we go to
or flop.
Sarah, big shout out to before we go to Sarah, big shout out to Ruga, Joe Boy,
Right,
and Rema who are currently on tour. They're selling out arenas and they're having such a good time on tour. Joining them should be new school boys in Nigeria like Shode.
right,
Molly should soon be on tour also.
right.
And we also have new school. King Promise has been on tour also. King Promise has been on tour. So shout out to King Promise. We also have I mentioned Shode. Okay, the Pluto Boys are gonna be on tour. I don't know
Pluto
why.
boys. Yeah, yeah. So Pluto,
Famous
what's his name?
Pluto
Famous
and
Pluto is going UK tour. Yep.
yeah, but he's gonna be doing it with Zeri DL. They're gonna be on
Okay.
tour, so big shout out to them also.
Big shout
Yeah.
out
So
to
big shout
them.
out to everybody. Sorry.
Right, Sarahim, flip or flop.
Start him.
One flip or flop.
I'm going to give him 1 year. I'm gonna give
Give him
him
one
one.
year
To be honest, I
to pick it up.
I would.
I'm investing in that stock. Oh, me, I'm
I
investing in
am
it
not
personally.
investing in the stock, but I'm giving him 1 year to see if I would invest in the stock. Like I want to
Ah,
give him. I want to give him so much benefit of doubt, and the reason why is because, you know, how much faith Davido has in him in the sense of that Davido is like, oh, because I'm a rich kid. That's the same way the industry pushed back on me
right.
when I came out, and they're doing the same thing for this guy. So I want to give him that Davido's benefit of doubt and say, okay, maybe we are pushing back on you because um, you are a rich kid, right? Who seems to
Yeah.
be a sports brat, and you just keep doing this.
Trust fund kid. Yep.
You get what I'm saying? But I want to give him benefit of doubt, like a whole year to actually achieve something. Because like Davido came out, popped out in his first year. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Popped out with a massive hit. So I'm giving you like it's not this. I'm not comparing you to Davido. Maybe I am, but I want to see how hard it can
You can
work
put
for
in the work.
this. Because
Okay.
all of this is
Makes
happening.
sense.
Davido is not the only rich kid out there, but he had to work
Right.
so hard. So I want to see how hard it's going to work for this. That's what I want to see.
Okay. Let's wait and see. I'm investing in the stock already, so um, you can say I'm being sarcastic. You can say, but I'm investing in the stock.
Okay,
As of now,
okay.
I am
If you
investing
say so.
in the stock. Um, recently as well, this conversation happened with Donovan and Joey Akan about streaming numbers, and tying back again to what we said about touring locally. Artists should look into touring locally and stop chasing international numbers. First, create a fan base locally, and then you can now transfer those numbers into international waters to make more money because like we know from the information that is out, the numbers from streaming and the money from streaming in Nigeria is not as much as the money for streaming internationally, and that's because of the buying power that we all know. So I think this is just an advice to artists to try and grow your own base crowd. That's the one you to catapult into the west and
Yeah.
into bigger waters. So I think that was just an advice. Play with MIA. That was a big deal for the month of May. Give us gist about playing MIA. I missed. I was not there in Lagos, so you'll be the best position to tell us about it. And when should we be expecting the next one?
August. To be fair,
August.
like I've got like two more
Okay.
editions this year. Play with MIA was totally fun. I had Ugly, one of my
Shout out to Ugly.
friends. Shout out to Ugly, and also the cinematographer for this show.
Yeah.
And I could smile throughout the camera. I was like,
Right,
that's
right.
because it was so much fun. It was really
Yeah, I
fun.
saw pictures.
It was
I
fun.
wish I was there.
Yeah, Ugly doesn't want to give me my video yet, so yeah.
Ugly. Give her a video
But it was,
for,
but
for
no, it was so much fun. There were a lot of games to play. The MCs were great. The performances, because we're really big on music. It's also a place where we spotlight growing talents. So we're very
nice.
music. So we had like music performances there. Also, we had like food vendors, jewelry vendors, fashion vendors. Like it was really encompassing. It was really a lot. But one thing about me is that the party starts by 12 because it's really I'm trying to really key into the daytime thing about the party. Like I hate the
Right.
fact that there's so many night parties and not actual daytime parties. And for me, as I grow old and as people grow old, they don't want to be outside at night. Eh, You know,
Right.
they want
Yeah,
to
you
like
just want to enjoy. Yep.
and go back
I'm
home.
one of those guys.
You get
I'm
what I'm
one of
saying?
those
They
guys.
were
Yeah.
exactly. They just want to go back home. So in the sense of it, it ends by 9 o'clock. Like it's from 12 to 9. 9 o'clock, you go home. You're good. You've
Right, enjoy. 9 hours is enough, more than enough to enjoy
more
yourself.
than enough to enjoy yourself. You've had such a wonderful day, and you can go home.
Right. Big shout out to Tyler. We mentioned that earlier as well. She won the AMA awards. She was also seen in the studio with Wizkid. So
Yeah.
I think she's working on an album because she's been dropping singles. And Bliss is actually on radio in America too.
Oh, I thought like
Been
it was from
hearing.
our like previous album.
No, the Bliss is from the previous album.
I thought it was.
I don't think it's from previous. I think it's new. There are new singles.
Oh, okay.
There are new singles. The one she has with Sean Paul. Oh, the one with Sean Paul is a remix of
The
the original song.
Exactly. That's
Okay,
why I feel
okay.
like Bliss also is from that album. She's just treating them like singles now. I should.
Actually, let's check.
Yes, I was going to say that we should check. We should check
Let's confirm.
where Bliss is from because I don't think she's ready. I don't think she's ready to release the albums yet. Like she's really just growing on that.
Oh, it's a single.
Oh, it's a single.
Yeah, Bliss.
Oh no, the one
Bliss is a single. So.
Paul is actually not from that album. So push to start. Okay, well she did what? She did the deluxe of that album.
Yeah, and it came with Push to Start.
Yeah, was Bliss not in that deluxe too?
No. Bliss is not there. It's just Push to Start.
Great.
Yeah, Bliss is not there. It's Push to Start because I remember listening to her. Yes, Push to Start that is on the album. She
But
did a remix of Push to
I
Start.
love the video of Bliss. It's hard for you to get African audiences to shoot those kind of videos where everything is like almost abstract. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was
So
really
big up, Styler. I think the key part of this episode is actually the resurgence of scales. It's actually mind blowing, and it's also impressive, and it's also one of the things that people like me always say about consistency. Consistency is something that you can't buy. You can't put in the effort into it, and when it pays out crazy. And I also feel that this is a new period for him. It is like him refreshing his life all over again as an artist, and
yeah.
he still
He's
has a
working on an
lot to
album.
achieve. Yeah, so and I know it's going to blow up big time again. With even newer songs. So Big shout out to
Yeah.
Skills, man, for staying true. I can imagine what he must have faced all these years, and
Mm-hmm.
even now, a lot of people are still, trolling him on the internet. Even though he's making his money, people are still trolling him, saying this and that. But hey, you can't even listen to people online, man, because a lot of people online are just miserable people. They don't have any life, so the best they can do is troll other people that are doing something with their lives. Don't mind me, guys. Yes, this part, song of the month, right?
Song of the month.
So, which one is your song of the month?
Okay, my song of the month
Which song is your song
is
of which?
going to be okay. Song of the month or the song of the month or the song that they should spin in America. Which one?
I think Offer Me. No, no, no. I can't go to Offer Me anymore. So
You know
Tyler's
what?
Beats already on radio.
Spin Davido with you. It is a good song.
Yeah,
You would love. Very Afrobeat.
I
It is.
agree. I agree with you.
That should be the song. I have a new favorite song right now, but I don't
What's
think.
what's that? What's the song?
Because Daniel dropped an EP called Lemon
Oh,
Chase, right?
okay, yeah, Lemon Chase. Oh, big shout out to Kiss Daniel on his new EP as well.
Big shout out to him. He's about to release another one. Like
Oh wow.
page another one. So I like Aljana off the tape, but that's just like my
Okay.
fave right now, like my song of the moment right now. But if we're talking about like the record that they should spin in America, the record that I think is the record of the summer, even Spotify agrees to it, is With You.
With you by the video, yeah.
Such a
I agree with you 100%. My favorite on the album still remains Water,
holy water.
Holy Water.
Holy water.
That's a very spiritual song. I personally feel Victoni and what's his name
Musa
again?
Case.
Need to drop a project together. They match. They
Yeah,
need
they
to
killed it.
give us more songs. But yeah, With You by Davido is the song of this. Is the Afrobeat song of the summer. I don't think anybody's going to contest that. So big shout outs to Davido and big shout out to Kiss Daniel because those two guys are actually Afrobeat artists. They don't. They do some international vibes, but they maintain the Afrobeat nature of their sound, which
Yep.
is impressive.
Yep. That's why I love With You.
So got
That's why I love With You.
So big shout outs to Davido. We both agree on this is our song of the month of May, and I think it's summer song as well. I do agree with that. There's no contest to that at the moment. Summer song of 2025. One of the summer songs actually. I'm gonna drop my list soon. I'm sure you have a list for summer songs 2025, right?
In my head. Not dropping a
Okay.
list.
All right.
I just
All
have it
right.
in my
So
head.
maybe we'll drop a list at the end of June. Because then to be at close to the beginning of summer or around
Yeah.
the energy of summer is around that time too.
Yeah, that would be cool.
So big shout out to everyone who tuned in today on Afrobeats Trending. Thank you guys for always tuning in and getting updated from listening to us, doing what we love to do. Big shout outs to Ugly, the producer, cinematographer. He's here right now. He's feeling fly with himself. A big shout out to MIA as well for repping the females across the African music space. And big shout out to Vibe Master JD for repping Africa in America. Let's give ourselves the accolades now, the flowers. Yep. One more thing before we go, Melody, MIA. What do you want to say before we go? One more thing.
I want to tell you to keep listening to Afrobeats. There is a conversation that Afrobeats is currently, like, we're in the valley period of Afrobeats. We had the peak, and now we're in the valley.
Right.
I don't want to hear that
Right.
conversation because you need to be key more into more Afrobeat songs. So key
Right.
into it. Let's have global hits. Let's keep growing. Let's keep having good moments with Afrobeats in America, and let's just be great. My name is
Yes.
MIA at the Melody Not MIA on Instagram and other social media platforms.
Yes, MIA said it all, said everything I want to say as well. You can find me on socials as well at Vibe Master JD. Till next month, where we'll come back with a newer episode and more fire gist in the African and Afrobeat space. For me, it's peace.